Because what do you mean Chrisean had chlamydia while she gave birth? And all the accusations of people thinking that Junior was blind is true. Because I guess Taryn came on live or whatever yesterday or the day before and was talking about Chrisean, about how she didn't have motherly instincts the second she gave birth, and that when she gave birth, she was supposed to have a cesarean, but she didn't want to mess up her tattoo, which apparently said Jonathan's Usi. I didn't know that this whole time. I think I forgot. Blocked it out. But she didn't want to mess it up and have a huge scar, so she decided to do it naturally, which possibly was screwing up Junior's health, because if you do have any type of STDs, you can come out blind. I learned this a long time ago. And everyone was always, ever since he was probably a few months old, people were always speculating that he was blind. He didn't seem aware of his surroundings. He always seemed like super dazed and confused. And it was sad. It didn't seem like he was very curious. Like, when you're 2 years old and when you're 1 year old, just around that age in general, you're getting into shit. You're breaking shit. I know that when I was at that age, my mom would tell me stories about how I would break things. Like, I broke like a camcorder cord thing. I flushed her wedding ring down the toilet. A bunch of things, that's when you're like the most curious. But he just seemed super duper unaware of his surroundings, and he just seemed like he didn't know what was going on, like, ever. She would try to fake it and act like he knew what he was doing and what was going on. She would like shove food down his throat, and she would try to do these things where she make it seem like he was walking on his own, but I don't think I've generally seen him walk on his own. At some point you kind of just have to let it go. I don't really know what made Taryn come on here and say all those things. I don't know if they had a falling out or what, but it's not that shocking, honestly. It's not. And all these old clips of Chrisean when she wanted to terminate the pregnancy is being resurfaced, and they do this every few months. But I could have sworn that the mom, especially the mom, told her not to terminate the pregnancy. I could have sworn it because I watched the show like 2 years ago, and I could have sworn she was one of the people that was like, I don't want you to terminate the pregnancy. And I think she kept it because of that. Because she kept saying something about, like, it's a blessing from God. Like, I could have sworn I remember hearing her saying that. And I think maybe the guilt of that, even though she's aborted several of Jonathan's kids, this one she didn't. People were thinking that she did it because also they felt like she wanted a way to be closer to Jonathan. I mean, Blueface, whatever you want to call him. And that could also be a theory, but he's been in jail, locked up the majority of Junior's life, so I don't understand how that makes them closer. Like, his other kids have more memories with him versus with Junior. Like, I don't think Blueface has seen him that much. Even when he was out, I don't think he was even around him that much. I could have wished that Taryn or someone took full custody of Junior, because if you know that everyone around her is like saying that something is generally wrong with Junior, but like no one is taking the initiative of taking full custody or taking this to court or something. Because if you know that something is off with this kid and you feel like this kid is in danger, why would you continue having him in her care? Every time I see a new clip of her, she's always with Bino. Bino this, Bino that. They're trying to act like the next Blueface in Chrisean. And I'm just like, this is cringy. I don't even feel like she's really around her son that much. I don't even feel like I see her that happy with her son versus what she's with Bino. Like, with Bino, she's smiling ear to ear. She's so geeked because it's another man in her life. But it's just like, this is so irritating to see in real time. Like, this woman has no shame. They also brought up a clip of her and the dog that she had. I never understood what happened to that dog, but they showed a clip of her throwing the dog in the backseat. She was like violently playing with it, and she threw him in the back. I remember she brought that dog everywhere. Photo shoots, video shoots, everything. She brought that dog everywhere. It was even on the show. And then there was like an allegation that there was allegedly she drowned the dog. yet y'all let her have a kid. Okay.